We're back with MC Shan, and before we went to break, we were talking about the crap we know now as hip hop. But do you really consider it hip hop?
No, I don't. I look at the game of hip hop as a constant rat race that I was able to get out of. You don't get no freedom. You don't get no money for one.
Right.
The way it looks right now that all these rappers got all this money, it looked like that for us too back in the day.
Right.
But as you get older and all of your rights have been taken from you and all of that stuff, the game ain't fun no more. If you look at my old school era, they're still out here doing shows and whatnot to feed their family.
Right.
Barbra Streisand and these folks, they got mansions and houses and they feeding horses. How come it's only hip-hop guys that ain't got no money like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I refuse to fuel that engine anymore. I'm a free man now. I don't have to bother with the hip. I don't want to be famous. I don't even want to be seen. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want anything to do with the music business because it's a slave-driven industry. Only ones getting paid are the execs. And it's just people, and our culture, nobody helps each other out.
Right.
Everybody's against everybody. I mean, the hatred is so hard that it's like you don't want to see nobody else come up if it ain't you. So I don't even want to be involved in that game. Plus, they got COVID and all that, and everybody's out here getting sick. I don't want to be around nobody. Forget all you.
Right. So how do you feel about Versus?
Versus is all right. Versus is all right, but you know, and nothing speaking of, they had their issue and whatnot, but you know, usually when black folk get on stuff, and it's big money behind it. So the last time it went up, what happened? They had a fight on the stage.
Right.
They were hoping that would happen along the way so that they can call it savage music again. See, it's still savage music. You can't put them anywhere. They just proven it to be, you know.
Right.
Come on, somebody giving you a chance to get some money, and the check that they was giving for that is like, come on. Chris, he's a sucker because he didn't want to battle me on Versus. I called him out a long time before Versus. Oh, I'll only do it with Kane. That's because you suck.
Oh, my God. So you reached out to him and he said no?
I ain't reach out to him. I was disrespecting him on the internet on a regular basis. How about that?
Okay.
Since Mr. Oh, I'll battle anybody. Well, how come you ain't say nothing to me? Because I did you 30 years ago. When you kill something, you're supposed to leave it dead. You understand?
All right.
So don't come back and fight you.
Right. All right.
And if the thing that you supposedly killed is coming back to bite you, that means it's not scared of you.
Right. 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 It's the groove with Tiffani Real. We'll be right back. Tiffani. It's the groove with your girl Tiffani Real. So, MC Shan, how did you end up in Georgia?
Well, you want the real story or you want one that's made up?
I want the real story. We don't tell lies over here.
Okay, I wouldn't have told you a lie anyway. The real story is I was up in New York doing things I shouldn't have been doing. Got arrested. The police ran in my house in federales on some criminal case, and I couldn't stay in New York because when I got out, they didn't catch me with nothing really. You know, they caught me with a bed full of guns. I had a big pile of guns on my bed, but I knew if I got out of jail, I'm gonna come home and do the same thing.
Right.
They was out to take my house and all that, so they know they're gonna let me out. No, he's gonna do the same thing. I'm gone. I took and left the house and moved to Georgia. Why? Because when I moved, I wasn't scared of the industry that I was in.
Right.
And so now I got to Georgia. I'm scared now. Why? They arrest you down here for an ounce of weed. I used to ride around with quarter pounds of weed in my backseat of my car. Like nothing.
Right.
And if I came down here doing the same thing, I was going to be the first one that these country folks was going to tell on because I didn't grow up with them.
Right.
So I had to get away, period.
Okay.
To save my own life.
Right. So let's go back to the early days. So what made you decide to be a rapper? And how did you even know that you were good at what you did?
After Roxanne Shante made a record, because I was her mentor, we used to rhyme on the benches. Now Shante made a record, and I'm way nicer than her. What you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go see Molly Mall with Molly Scratch, and that's exactly what I did. But I had to earn mine.
Right.
And if anybody that doesn't know, I came with a different style. Like before me, it was all yelling, rock the bells, and running, and everybody else yelling. And here comes Shan. All of his beats smooth with a voice that was undistinguishable from anybody else's.
Right,
that was
right.
Very distinguishable. Let me put the right word. Very distinguishable from everybody else's voice. And the way I wrote songs gave Chris a chance to get a career.
Right.
Sir knows.
So
see how I be talking about him? He don't want none. Chris is my man, but if I gave him my hand, he couldn't touch me.
Right. So were you considered the first ladies' man? Because you were kind of attractive back in the day. So how were you with the ladies?
Well, look, I wasn't a Big Daddy Kane. I can tell you that.
Okay.
I didn't make. Only time I made songs about ladies that left me. You know what I'm saying? That was it. But I was a rhyming dude. I just happened to be a little skinny, light-skinned kid.
Right.
Light skin used to be in back then.
Right, yeah. It wasn't back then. It wasn't back then. Yes.
Now we ain't no more. You got to be fat and black.
Right.
No prejudice against my own, but damn, can a skinny nigga get some play?
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. It's The Groove with Tiffani Real. We'll be right back.